I do not know about you, but I long for the nearness of the Lord. I long to feel his touch, to sense his love, to be showered with his approval, his blessing, his acceptance. There's nothing like dwelling in the peace of the Lord. I was meditating yesterday upon the scripture, the Lord draws near to those who call upon him, to those who call upon him in the truth. You want to experience the nearness of the Lord? You must call upon him in truth. That's the key. If you don't know the truth, the Lord's not going to be drawing near, because those who do not know the truth do not know how to call on him properly. Does that make sense? The Lord's not going to draw near to those who call upon him in a lie. Does that make sense? I must know the truth about him, about what he's accomplished, about who I am. It brings him pleasure when I bring him the truth about who he is and what he has done. You got to address him properly. He's a father, he's a king, and it is his rightful expectation that you know him, that you do your homework to call on him properly, according to history, according to what he has accomplished through Jesus Christ, according to what has been done. Does that make sense? According to his true character, his true nature. He's not a harsh, judgmental God. He's not one who's watching your every move as if you can upset him or disappoint him. You don't have that authority. When I call upon the name of the Lord, I call on him in truth. I thank him for the finished work of the cross. I thank him for making me a son of God, for calling me righteousness. Does that make sense? I thank him for the peace and the joy he purchased for me, that it's non-negotiable. I thank him for the totality of forgiveness. All my sins have been washed away. I thank him for my healing, for my deliverance from death, for the amazing nature of his grace and love towards me. Thank him for his empowerment to keep me from sin through the revelation of identity. His nature is omnipotent. His nature is omniscient. He's so wise. I thank him for his protection. I thank him for withholding certain blessings from me until the appropriate time, until I'm prepared for them. He knows best. I thank him for the wealth that he has stored up for me in heaven. I thank him for different levels of health he has stored up for me there. I thank him for holding back the enemies, for quenching the fiery darts of my enemies. I thank him for the full armament of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness. He gave me a belt of truth. He gave me boots of peace. He gave me a sword of the Spirit. He gave me a shield of faith. You got to know how to address God in truth. I don't call on him to answer my needs. All needs have been met. I don't see myself as incomplete. I've been perfected in his eyes, in his sight. Hopefully this is hitting home for you. You have to call on God in truth. I'm not a sinner saved by grace. I'm a son of God, saved, sanctified, purified. Everything that is his is now mine. I'm not living for an end. I'm living from the end. God is the victory. God is the dream. There's nothing greater. God is the arrival point. Once you know him, you actually know that you have arrived. You've made it. Now you're living out from the arrival. Does that make sense? There's nothing higher or greater that can be accomplished now. I'm living in the greatest accomplishment of all time, the salvation of my soul. Everything else that will be accomplished is a lesser. I don't care. Whatever level of prosperity, money, fame, riches, travel, renown, it's all lesser. Nothing has the opportunity to satisfy me more than him at this point. Bring me more joy or bring me more peace. Now it's all about shining. It's about bringing forth influence, making him well known, letting his glory be magnified. So I'm excited about this revelation. It's actually out of the book of Psalm. I believe it's 148, verse 18. But it was a revelation. I just do the Bible verse of the day. I seek the Lord for revelations. It's no wonder why the Lord does not draw near to a lot of people, because they're drawing near to him, or they're calling on him through ignorance. They're calling on him from a deficit, a place of needing rather than having, a place of lack rather than abundance. In Jesus, you're living in abundance. He's brought you to the end point, a fullness of an awareness of your personal identity, your personal value, your destiny. I don't wonder about those things anymore. I know who I am. I know what I'm worth. I know where I'm going. I know the destiny. It's to reach and impact lives all around the world. Who knows how many? By his grace, by his power. Grace is the sufficient power to get it all done. All that's left to do is rest in it, to trust in it, to enjoy it, and to watch it all unfold. To destroy hell for a living is my profession, and it's easy. The victory is won. We stand, we rest, and we swing the sword of the Spirit by the might of his grace. Powered by grace today. God bless you. I might put this out on social media because I'm so exhausted. There's no flesh in this. This is 100% spirit. God's will for you is to draw near because he paid a price for you to have access. Access by faith into this grace wherein I stand. And I rejoice in hope of the glory of God. That means we stand in grace and we rejoice in hope of seeing his glory manifest on earth. And there's nothing the devil can do about it. There's nothing religion can do about it. It's unstoppable. Once you decide to yield to what has been done, God's going to do what he said he would. He's going to take possession through you, through his children. God bless you.